Globally, we know that most people in the world now live in cities, and that proportion is only going to increase. The challenges of the 21st century are, in reality, the challenges of the city. The large drivers of the economy will be urban. The large challenges to society will happen in cities, and the opportunities of technological change will be realised not just through cities, but through the DNA of the way cities work. The ESRC's Urban Transformations Programme has almost 80 projects working across a global scale, at a European scale, and within the UK. All of these projects have an orientation to thinking about how city futures emerge. All of them are based on a form of social science that is interdisciplinary, that actually tries to cut across those ways of thinking professionally in terms of divisions between the professions of the city, but also ways of dividing up academic life. Conventionally, people might think in silos that separate out transport policy from economics, from health policy. In reality, you can only understand those things simultaneously realised in a place, so that transport systems need to think about how health systems work. If you want more people to walk than to drive, then you need to think about the design of cities as well as about what people are eating and how they're living their lives. All of these things interact. So, for example, we worked with colleagues to understand how new technologies can reshape the development control and planning system, thinking about, in impact terms, a new tool that actually increases public access to knowledge of planning systems, but is based on very high quality social science research. We've worked very closely with the UK's Foresight programme to develop work that considers city economies and their development over the future, how the various forms of complexity, how the forms of industrial structure actually will shape the potential of different cities across the United Kingdom to adapt to new economic trends, new political configurations such as potentially Brexit, but also forms of social inclusion and social exclusion. If you look on a project-by-project basis, there are numerous examples of cities in the UK that will be shaped differently because of the ESRC interventions. I think it is a moment in time when social science has a great opportunity to offer cities both insight about their own futures, but also a way of working differently between academics and the social science community. I think most people recognise the scale of challenges of cities. How we engage with those people that are shaping those futures depends on social science stepping up to the plate to think about how impact works as well as academic science works. But it also depends on a mindset that sees the academy and city hall as potentially reinforcing each other rather than sitting in competition to each other.